Good evening, everyone. It is March 14th, 2023. Actually, March 15th if you're on the East Coast. And we've had a nice balance here for pretty much, what is this? Thursday, all of Thursdays, starting in the Globex and the afternoon of Thursday's RTH. Up until about now, we've been mostly trading in this 39.75 to kind of 38.75 range. This has been our primary balance. We took a peek below on Monday and found some accumulation here and ripped it up towards weekly VWAP at the time. But anyway, we've been largely playing this balance, and now I'm looking for some sort of break here. Now, today, what I was looking for, we had a gap up, and maybe this is easier to see with just the RTH and a 1 minute chart here. We had a gap up, a close way down, I think around 89 for the 4 p.m. close, opened way higher, 50-point gap if you're looking at the price close, but really not much if you're looking at the range, just because we have had that 100-point range from yesterday. But small gap, held the gap, ramped up towards 70s. Now I was looking to get short here. I thought we would run the overnight high stops from last Friday. Just trying to find those. There we go. Yeah, about 78. I thought we would get a run of those stops and then start selling. So I missed the short. I was looking to get short from somewhere around 73, 72s was our high of the session. After that, wasn't too interested in playing it. We had our nice waterfall, losing the point of control from earlier in the session, coming down into this 20 area, which was really nice during Monday, that 25 to 35 area. We tried to hold bids around there and eventually got down even lower to 39.05 before finding an epic bid, giving us an enormous ripper in that final hour when they closed at 52.75, I believe. 39, 52.75, yes. So what am I looking at for tomorrow? Let's take a look. Well, from the bottom, I may be interested in taking this long over here at 50. I'm just going to add that over here. I believe it's 50 half is our point of control, or just 50, flat 50. So I am interested in taking this 39.50. 73 half. I think on the March contract, 73 ended up being our low of the day. 81's also got a fantastic bid, that yearly open and Friday's low from last week. So that prior week's low. Just a really awesome spot. I'm interested in taking those longs. I do not want to be long in here, and the reason why is we had a point of control shift. This blue line here, we had a point of control shift on the week going into the close. So to me, when we have that and it's above the weekly standard deviation of VWAP, it means that distribution has occurred because the volume has been done high relative to weekly VWAP, relative to where the average price has been done on the week. Someone has distributed or sold their position for a profit. So the natural thing to do would be to see this thing come back into VWAP, if not lower, that weekly VWAP down here, if not lower, so these 22s. So I'm not interested in buying here. I think instead we come down to the lows of this balance area I mentioned, into this 81 or 73 area. We'll probably find a bid here. I don't know if it's going to be the low of the day, but I think it'll be good for at least 5-10 points or so. Similarly, don't know if we find the low of the day at 50 or if we start playing with lower levels, 34, 22, 17, and 14 half. Not sure where we end up finding the lows. However, I will be bid at those locations. Up above, so again, looking to fade 51 quarters, just that weekly point of control shift. Up above, I do want to be short at the monthly VWAP. There's one here at 71 half, another here at 73 half, just the the external trading hours and RTH respectively. And that is because the monthly point of control also looks like it's going to shift somewhere around this 50 area. And just like how we need to be one standard deviation above weekly VWAP to get that, to get a sell into weekly VWAP. Likewise, if the volume done on the month is so close to monthly VWAP, it's unlikely that we've accumulated. If it's within the first standard deviation of monthly VWAP, it's unlikely that prices were accumulated low enough relative to the average price on the month, such that we should have sellers at that average price, just because whoever has been building volume at these prices, they've not done it at a cheap enough price, and likely it's not genuine accumulation. Instead, it's not going to be meaningful. So I will be fading that 73 or 71 area, whichever monthly VWAP is responding nicer. Now, if we do get a gap up above 72s, I will be bid at today's high of the day. Similarly, I will be bid at that 4 p.m. close at 52.75. Up above, I am looking to get short at 89s, last week's point of control, 92s and 94s, last week's VWAP close, and 97s. Above that, looking to get short at 40, 12.75, where we had that critical distribution, just a very classic looking distribution prior to the sell-off, that major sell-off that happened the rest of that Thursday afternoon. And then also getting short yearly VWAPs. Above there, not too confident on that 40.28. That will take some thinking overnight. I do want to be short at 52s. I think overall we end up cleaning up 40.50s if we do break above this yearly VWAP, and that goes back to our larger time frame plan. You can see over here where up above about 39.90 is what I had, but really I think on an intraday time frame we can think about 12s. We should be getting that clean up towards that monthly VWAP distributive point of control at 52.50, somewhere around here. So hopefully that makes sense. In general, all I'm trying to show is that we've been balancing between these 2 points. We had a look below and fail, came back inside, and that eventually gave us the rip to the other side. And now what I'm looking for is signs of distribution on the weekly, insufficient accumulation on the monthly, and overall looking to find a fade for the other side of balance around this 81 area, try and be bid, and then try and be bid at 50 and lower into this the lows of this December-January balance. 7-minute video. Tried to make it short. Failed miserably. PPI tomorrow pre-market, so I don't expect any crazy moves during the majority of Globex. However, we could very well have a gap up now that we're only trading 15 points away from the high of the day. Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Very likely have a change to this pre-market, and I'll be posting that to Twitter per usual. Have a good night and trade safe.